As the shadows of Cairo fell upon us, a chill far colder than the desert night crept into my very soul. I remember the void, the all-consuming darkness of Cream's attack. It was meant to be my end, a silent, swift erasure from existence. I saw Polnareff's horror, Iggy's desperate yelp. I pushed them, ready to accept my fate, to trade my life for theirs. But in that split second, a blur of silver, a flash of Hierophant Green's emerald splash intervened. Kakyoin, ever vigilant, had anticipated the attack, pulling me back from the brink of oblivion just as Polnareff landed the final blow on Vanilla Ice. My heart pounded against my ribs, a drumbeat of a life I thought was lost. I was alive. The relief was short-lived, replaced by the grim reality of our final battle. With all of us present, the final confrontation against DIO was different. We ascended the stairs together, a united front. When DIO stopped time, he didn't just face Jotaro, he faced a symphony of defiance. My magician's red unleashed a crossfire hurricane, a searing wall of flame that, while frozen in time, created a heat haze DIO couldn't ignore. Kakyoin had already deduced the nature of the world, and together we created diversions, weaving a complex web of attacks. Hierophant Green's tendrils and my flames filled the frozen moments, limiting DIO's movement, forcing him to expend precious seconds of stop time just to navigate our traps. Polnareff, fueled by a righteous fury, was a whirlwind of silver. His relentless stabs, combined with my strategic flames, kept DIO on the defensive. We weren't just buying time for Jotaro, we were actively wearing the vampire down. Iggy, the little hero, used the Fool to create sand clones, further confusing DIO's senses. The tyrant's arrogant smirk began to fade, replaced by a flicker of genuine frustration. He was a god cornered by mortals who refused to bow. In the climactic moment, as Jotaro clashed with DIO, a final, desperate Za Warudo echoed. But this time, I was ready. As time stopped, I unleashed my ultimate technique, binding DIO's legs with ropes of fire just as Jotaro's star platinum found its mark. Aura! 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 The cry of victory was not just Jotaro's, it was ours. As the sun rose, casting its first golden rays upon DIO's crumbling form, we stood together, battered but unbroken. Mr. Joestar was revived, and our long, bizarre journey had finally reached its end. The flight home was bittersweet. We had lost so much, yet we had saved the world. I looked at Polnareff, who was laughing with a joy so pure it could heal any wound. I saw Kakyoin quietly sketching in his notebook, a small smile on his face. I was there to say a proper goodbye, to promise we would meet again. My journey didn't end in a dark mansion in Cairo. It continued, into the light, alongside the greatest friends a man could ever ask for. And that, my friends, is a future worth fighting for. Thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoyed this glimpse into another path, please consider liking and subscribing for more. Until we meet again.